Hey, let's change gear and talk NBA.
Yeah.
Man. So, Mo, what stood out for you this season? Like, what's standing out for you?
A few things that honestly for me stood out. Like, first of all, you got bloody Embiid shooting threes, serious threes.
I'm thinking good this season.
Like, he's been seriously doing his thing this season. Doncic has stepped up a notch as well. Ever since even down, ever since he's cut shredded weight, he's been looking powerful, serious. I think he's got the most dunks in the league this season or something like that. Yeah.
He's shooting like 60%.
Yeah, that's scary, bro. Scary.
So
even for the Nets to have them three Hall of Famers playing together, I didn't think it would work. I'm not gonna lie, but I think they have the highest attacking percentage, but the highest, the lowest defensive percentage, something like that. But it's working somehow. It's crazy, like.
It can work when you got three superstars.
That's what I'm saying, superstars, like.
They would just find a way to figure it out.
Yeah,
Obviously, my issue is now what happens when they face Embiid. Like
Exactly
I don't mind the other teams, but when it's
yeah.
Embiid, what's happening now? Like,
especially when you sold bloody Allen. You sold Allen. They sold Thingy as well. I can't remember this guy's name. The point guard.
Levert.
Yeah, Levert. So now it's like
Carroll as well.
That's what I'm saying. Carroll, yeah. Like, what's it's going to be very interesting to see when they come up against the 76ers, come up against even the Lakers. They played the Lakers, didn't they? Well, they beat the Lakers,
they beat the Lakers, but no AD. Though.
Yeah.
AD, no Schroeder.
Oh, was it?
The Nets didn't have KD.
Yeah, so that's mad.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah.
So it's just like, with my issue is like, okay, the Nets, let's say they got the best talent on paper, those three attacking talents.
Facts.
But when they go in the playoffs, it slows down a little bit. Now, what happens now defensively? Like, can you stop a team? Okay, can you continue to score as well? Obviously,
Yeah,
you've got a cheat code. KD is the biggest cheat code in basketball, to be honest. I think it is.
Facts.
Yeah, so obviously that's the biggest hurdle. And then we've talked about the other guys. Like, guys are stepping up, man.
Yeah.
For example, Zion has really stepped up. Obviously, he's not led to winning, but it takes time.
It does.
And when you're a young guy, it takes time to like.
So you get a grace period, you know.
Yeah.
Can't expect to
We've
win.
got about 5 years grace period.
Yeah, it's about 4 or 5 years.
Because look at Booker. Booker hasn't.
Yeah, but Booker didn't have the hype that Zion did. Zion
Booker got love. That man loved Booker.
Yeah, they love him.
The hype that Zion did when Zion came in. Let's be real.
Yeah, Zion, he was probably the biggest thing.
It's the biggest. I think it's the biggest hype I've ever seen.
Yeah. Probably, yeah, I've physically seen because I've not followed basketball for too long, but I can't remember the LeBron hype. I remember his hype was crazy, but yeah, Zion came in Pelicans. I thought, raw, like this kid's crazy, like. But last season, yeah, done his thing last season. This season just looked scary, man. Seriously, dope, man.
And he's even shining more because last season it was more about the like highlights, like dunks and all that. But now he's putting it like together as an actual basketball player, like
in the ball more.
Yeah.
And obviously, people say he's like, because obviously we watch basketball, you're only trying to see highlights. You just want to see a massive dunk, but you need to sometimes you have to look at the numbers, what's actually happening.
Yeah.
So he's really improved in that in that kind of aspect of the game.
You hear what England said about Zion?
He said he's the best talent he's played with.
Seriously.
Yeah. Kind of sneak this in a certain King James.
You get me? This man loves sneak this thing because even flipping, what's his name, homeboy from the Nets said that
Kyrie,
this is the first time he feels like he can pass the ball to someone.
Can make that shot.
Yeah, make that shot. That's just absurd, man. Let's keep it a buck, man.
He doesn't have the same respect in this era but it's an ego thing because back in the day when Jordan was playing, it was like every man knew the pecking order. They knew
that's it.
It's Jordan
and then
everyone
else. Yeah.
But now, obviously, in society, everyone thinks LeBron is not LeBron and everyone is LeBron is on the same level as like KD, this person, everyone's trying to be on the same level.
It's true.
It's just life, fam.
Yeah, it's true.
But when it comes down to it, everyone knows LeBron is the alpha. Innit?
Yeah.
The NBA moves as LeBron moves. You know what I mean?
100%.
So he's the standard bearer of the NBA. I mean, what Kyrie said. If you look at the statistics, LeBron, aside from free throws, LeBron, he's more clutch than those guys in the playoffs in terms of like clutch time, blah blah blah. But just because LeBron's shot is not as patterned as KD's and Kyrie's, that's why Kyrie could have kind of got away with saying that, but the numbers don't.
What I would say is that he has a valid point if you're saying KD can get any type of shot, any type of shot KD can make.
Yeah.
That's fair enough. I would even say that, like, if we were saying that, but LeBron. The thing with LeBron doesn't need to get any type of... LeBron can get the shot that he wants.
Yeah,
That's the difference.
That's it.
That's the difference.
It's
not like, I have to do this shot.
Yeah.
For LeBron, I can go to the rim.
Yeah.
No one can stop me.
No one can stop you.
And
I can try a free if I want to.
If you double teaming, you'll find an open man.
That's what I'm saying.
So, you know.
But obviously, highest IQ in the sport. I would probably say therefore him and Rondo.
Yeah, Rondo's got IQ as well, man. It's an ego thing.
Yeah, it's definitely an ego thing.
It's an ego thing with Kyrie, especially with Kyrie, because Kyrie played with him, so he obviously thinks maybe I'm more of I can do it better than LeBron. Do you know when you, as we said, like Wolves, fam. You've seen that alpha. He's the man that's sneaking. He's trying to take the alpha. He wants to be the alpha. He can't do it because we've seen it with the Celtics.
Yeah, he can't do it. Can't do it at all.
He can't do that. He can't do it. Even he was crying to LeBron and saying, "Oh, I should have been better." So I don't know why a man is changing his tone now.
I told you, Kyrie's just a strange guy, man.
Yeah, he's a character. He's a character as well. Like sometimes he just be going missing in the season. Just be doing the mad stuff. Like
Kyrie's just the Nets looking good, but like I said, I'm still not fully 100% certain.
Neither man.
Like I said, I won't be surprised if Philly knock them out. They don't make the finals.
That's what I'm saying.
That wouldn't shock me.
It wouldn't shock me, but like, what? Okay, aside from Philly, if they lost to someone else, that would shock me.
Yeah.
If the Bucks got it together, that won't be too shocked. But yeah, I hear what you're saying.
Yeah.
To lose to Philly, okay. The thing is, Philly haven't even gone deep. They haven't played no conference finals, so it doesn't really like they're new to this as well.
Yeah,
that's the thing as well. Like I say about the Bucks, even though the Bucks are up and down, but the Nets, they don't protect that paint. Because to beat Giannis, you need to protect the paint well.
Facts.
And have guys that are willing to crowd the paint.
Yeah.
They don't do that. They'll be in trouble against those guys. They could be in trouble against those guys. If they do, they're fair enough. I expect them to win.
But you know, these man, like, okay, aside from Giannis, who else is dropping points?
Drew Holiday can.
He can do the same.
He can guard hard. He'll guard Kyrie. He'll guard Kyrie.
He'll guard Kyrie.
He'll guard in Harden.
Middleton. Harden, obviously, someone's going to go off. You can't stop all of them. But they have guys that can match up pretty decent on the defensive end, especially Drew Holiday, Giannis. Giannis will have to take the KD.
Yeah.
You have to. There's no two ways about it. I mean, even DiVincenzo is a decent defender as well.
Not taking KD.
What? He's not take KD, but he can guard Harden and Kyrie. You know, try and make it harder.
That's true. I heard
Drew Holiday, yeah. Don't be surprised if he made it Kyrie very inefficient.
Yeah.
He's did to a certain Dame Lillard a couple years ago.
Damian Lillard apart, fam. They got swept out. Now obviously Dame's got a lot of hype now, saying I saw something like he's the greatest clutch player of our generation or something like that. What's your opinions on Dame Lillard?
No, I think he's a dope shooter. I think he's very.
How about a rapper as well? Yeah,
he's a good rapper.
He raps. I've never heard none of these.
He's hard.
Oh, is it?
He's on my playlist. Trust.
I'm
gonna take him in.
When we leave, I'll play it. His music's hard.
Oh, that's dope, man.
He's one of the actual athletes. If you was a rapper, he would actually be successful.
Serious?
Yeah, his music's hard.
Yeah, he's got some serious songs.
Does he push his stuff out like proper?
Yeah.
That's dope, man.
Maybe not obviously as much as actual rappers, but when you come across his music, I came across it probably last 12, 18 months.
Yeah.
I think, wow, this guy's actually hard.
Yeah.
A lot of his songs on my playlist.
Oh, that's sick, man.
It's multi-dimensional. It's it's multi-dimensional. Like, there's not a lot of guys that you can say can do multiple things.
A lot of stuff, yeah.
But he could be a rapper. What's your opinions of him as a player? Like,
no, he's a serious guy. I think he has loyalties, a quality that obviously for him to stay at the Trailblazers for as long as he has, because let's keep it a buck in the fifth. They're not winning no championships. They're not really going to win no leagues. So for him to still be in that franchise and still be in that whole development and want to actually try and win a ring, I respect it still, but this comes a time where, you know, when we talk about the greats, we talk about like guys like the Larrys, the Magic, all these guys have won rings, you know what I'm saying? And I think Harden's probably one of the most decorated players that has never won a ring before. And it's like, yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it's like, if you're, for me, it's all about the legacy. Like, if he wants to be remembered as one of the greats, he's gonna have to go, man. He's not gonna win nothing at the Trailblazers. But he's a good player, very, very, very good 3-point shooter. I think he's got the highest percentage, 45% or something like that.
Yeah, it's got what it's
crazy.
Yeah, from deep. I think it's
from deep, from beyond the arc. Yeah, 44% or 45. That's
like midway.
That's scary. That means
from, like, the logo.
More than 35 feet. He's very clinical.
That's scary, fam.
It's a mad shot to take.
Yeah, it's a crazy shot to take.
For everyone else but him.
You can't mark him. You can't mark him there.
A bad shot.
It's a bad shot. It is a bad shot.
For everyone else.
It's for everyone else.
Yeah.
If the guy's making like over 40% from there, it's not a bad shot.
Yeah, it's not a bad shot.
Do you think Dame stays in Portland forever then?
Yeah.
How long has he got left in his contract?
He signed a new one as well.
He signed a new one. Yeah, I think it was 6 years.
Yeah, because he signed one not too long ago. So I mean, depends how much winning means to him. Because you can try to get these guys to come to the Blazers.
Someone's coming to Portland.
I mean, the only way the guys...
When you want to go on holiday, you want to go to Portland. You want to go to Portland to your holiday? They're going to Portland. You know where you want to go.
You think he's going off in Portland?
No way.
The only reason I'd go to Portland to see the Nike headquarters, that's about it.
Okay.
No, I think that's in Oregon, whether. That's the state.
Oregon.
Yeah.
So, but apart from that, unless they were in the finals or some capacity, then yeah. But they're not going to the finals. I'm going to LA. I'm going to Miami. I'm going to ATL. Yes, I'm going to them places, New York. Yeah. I'm not going to no flipping Portland.
You know what I'm saying? Like, two big teams in LA, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, see, LA got 2 big teams, and guys will always want to go there, like, regardless.
It's tight. I mean, if he doesn't win, obviously he'll be in there with, the Carmelones, the Stocktons,
that's what I'm saying.
Barclays. Them guys is the best guys not to win.
He will never be seen like Barkley, though.
Yeah.
I mean, you have to get an MVP. I mean, this season
he might. No,
he could squeak one.
Because I think he was in the MVP thing, but Portland started losing, so they started to draw up a little bit, like 6th seed. So
if we get him to a top 3 seed, and he'll be up there. But I think Embiid, as long as Embiid plays enough games, I think this is
Embiid should win the MVP.
I mean, obviously LeBron's still there.
Donovan Mitchell. I don't mind Donovan Mitchell winning.
It's Donovan Mitchell. LeBron,
Donovan actually. Yeah,
LeBron's thereabouts, but the slide that the Lakers went on, they lost 4 games in a row until they lost.
He lost it when he missed a free throw against the Wizards. That's when he lost.
Oh yeah, trust.
Yeah.
Until they beat the Blazers a couple of days ago. So,
yeah.
I mean, if LeBron goes on a tear during this period without AD, then obviously he can come back into it. But he's got bigger fish to fry.
Yeah.
So
championships and boss for him. Yeah.
But then again, when it's all said and done, when they say look back on it, Jordan has 5 MVPs, you have 4. You know what I mean? So the MVP can help him in his debate.
Yeah, in the legacy. Yeah, so yeah.
He's 36, isn't he?
Yeah, I think he'll be like one of the oldest to win it. Him and Carmelo.
That's an old man. He's an old man to be in the game and still be like this at 36.
It's crazy.
He must be taking something.
Crazy, man.
Water.
Are you sure he's taking just water?
The guy says about a meal on his diet, fam.
He's patterned on his diet. Apparently, he spends a meal. That's mad.
On his body, like he's crazy.
That's flipping crazy, bro.
The hyperbaric hyperbaric chamber.
Yeah, time chamber. But I think guys like Ronaldo as well. Ronaldo really values that stuff. I heard
big ibs.
The way he sleeps and stuff like that.
Yeah.
All of those things.
What's Messi doing?
Messi's just gifted and talented. He plays with his dog. That's how you know. So man, man's playing with his dog.
That's why his decline is starting to sharpen.
No. Don't let Messi get in the ice. Then you know what it is.
Get the what?
Don't let Messi get in the ice. Then it's preserving some years. Then
preserving.
What we waiting to 2022 Qatar World Cup. Pattern that. Put that on the legacy. Then you know what it is.
We'll win 22 World Cup.
Nothing, man.
I think he has a Copa America this year. Should do.
Yeah, he does.
In his country.
There's more chance of Portugal winning Euros and World Cup because their team is stacked.
Don't let Thingy win. Don't let Thingy win.
Listen, we're talking NBA, so don't.
We're jumping at that. But yeah, all stars.
Any snubs?
Anyone you're disappointed? Obviously, Sabonis and Booker, the injury replacements. So,
yeah.
But anyone that you thought should have made that didn't make it, or anyone other way around, anyone that did make it think should have made it?
I think. Wait, the main one for me. Who? To be fair, no, it was fair. I think did Thingy make it? Draymond.
Nah,
Draymond
didn't make it.
Nah. But Draymond's been good this season.
He's been good.
He's been very good with Steph. And the thing is, when Draymond is a kind of guy, like he's a glue guy, so his value is more like seen when he's with another guy that's a superstar.
Yeah.
So he's complimentary. Like if Steph's having a good season, then it's very likely like Draymond's having a good season as well.
I mean, with Draymond, you need to actually watch him closely. Like, if you just watch the highlights, you won't really see his full ability and potential.
Yeah, he's top.
He does a lot of the scrappy things. Yeah. I mean, you have some games he gets a lot of high assists, but it's rare that Draymond's going to score like 15, 16 points.
Yeah. Does not score. He's got like 11 points.
But you know, remember that time in the 2016 final?
32.
You would have got MVP for LeBron and them boys didn't turn it around.
Word.
That was a performance for the ages.
He played so well in
that
game, fam.
Facts.
Damon played so well.
Crazy.
Hitting threes. I mean, he's never been that good from free.
That's what I'm saying. He's hitting threes.
Like the face. Draymond's like the man that talks though for the league now. Technically, he's the man that says the stuff like other people don't want to say.
Yeah. He is.
Because he said that thing about the trade recently. He was talking that talk, fam. Even LeBron backed him up on that.
And them guys and Kyrie.
Yeah. I think even LeBron had to address something about it. Zlatan.
Zlatan. I saw that.
What did you think about that?
Do you know what? Yeah. You have to, especially in this climate we're in, you have to be very careful what type of narrative you're trying to push. For Zlatan to say that he doesn't think LeBron should get involved in political things. First of all, like, I understand Zlatan himself is a very outspoken, like, he says what he wants and he doesn't really give a toss about what he's saying. You know what I'm saying? So I do understand, like, he's a man, he says what he wants and that, but for him to say that, basically to speak on something you're not really educated on and you never experience in your life, you have to be careful, man. You have to be really careful. Like, I can't talk about what life it was like in Sweden or being an Eastern European or being, I don't know, a middle class person, because I can't talk on your struggles. I can't talk on that kind of stuff. But what I can talk about is my struggles. You know what I'm saying? And I can't tell you that I can't comment on your stuff. You know what I'm saying? Same way you can't comment on mine. So you have to be careful, man. Especially in this whole Black Lives Matter thing, because that's automatically where it's gonna go. Yeah. I don't think he meant it that way. But I think that's automatically where he's gonna go. Yeah, like
it sounded like he was inferring to, like, okay, why LeBron shouldn't talk about it. Yeah. It's for politics.
Politics, yeah.
So when he was, in fact, but it's so random for Zlatan to just say.
It's very random.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Thinking, okay, cool, you said this, fair enough. But where's it come from?
Yeah.
It's just like Zlatan just says what is on his mind.
Yeah, exactly.
It's so left field. Like, thinking,
no filter, like, it doesn't make sense.
Do you know what I think? I think it's a bit of jealousy, like, from Zlatan. Like, Zlatan's like, if I was to say something, no one will care.
That's what I'm saying.
But if, like, LeBron can say it and people will care.
Yeah. But it wasn't it a couple of years ago, Zlatan was talking about, my last name, something about.
Yeah, he doesn't have the right name.
Yeah, the right name. But if he did, it's like, so what are you talking about? When it suits your narrative, you want to push that, but then when it doesn't suit your narrative,
it's just jealousy. Technically, it's jealousy about towards the one. LeBron faces it every single day.
Yeah, he does. Big up LeBron, man. Do your thing, man. He's giving us a voice, man. Like, he's from the streets. He's got a lot of political push. No, keep doing your thing, man. He's doing the right things. Man's got a bloody school for. How many kids he's got in his school? Like 300 kids in his school. Come on, man. Let's
keep giving him love, man. You have to give LeBron love for what he's done.
The real talk, man. Really, for the streets, man. The real talk.
I think Westbrook is even trying to do that as well.
Yeah, that's dope, man.
He's inspiring others. I mean, Zlatan, it's not a good look.
Yeah, it's not a good look.
I mean,
it's a racist look. I'm on to him though.
Towards the end of his career.
Well.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
the whole
it's all starting to piece together. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like it's just a run of, like, bro, like, gotta be really careful what you're saying, man. Honestly,
Zlatan Ibrahimovic, what a guy.
What a guy, man. What a guy.
But you know, the Jazz,
the best team in the NBA.
Do you believe in them?
Ooh, they're dope. They're dope.
They're paying.
They're dope. Donovan Mitchell's balling. He's dope, man. Best team right now.
Record-wise,
definitely.
I don't believe in them though. I don't know what they'll do in the playoffs.
That's the only thing for me. Yeah, have they got the experience in the playoffs? Have they even got a roster? You believe in their roster?
They got nice pieces. Ingles is doing playing with Bogdanovic.
Yeah,
excellent player. Gobert, protecting the rim.
Yeah.
Back Conley, very good point guard.
I think he can easily beat, but the
Donovan Mitchell
blueprint to beat the Jazz is calm. Like, you just don't play a big. And you play 5 out, then Gobert doesn't play.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Then Gobert is just useless. That's it. And then now you're really affecting how they play. Gobert is so important. He just blocks the rim. But if you want, the moment you have, like, shooters, what's the point of playing Gobert?
Yeah.
He's not guarding someone on the perimeter.
That's what I'm saying.
Remember what the Rockets used to do to the Jazz? Every year, just knock him out.
That's true.
I mean, Gobert, for him to become useful, he would have to become more of a threat on the offensive end, which is... I mean, obviously he catch lobs. I mean, his free throw shooting is decent actually, but
it's decent, yeah.
He's not a threat. Doesn't really have moves in the post like that. He's not really a guy who can count off for 20 points. I mean, maybe get you 10 to 15, but it's tight. I mean, but they're giving Gobert a lot of money just to play defense. So
who's going to Utah, fam? As you said, like one of those things.
Like,
once you get a guy there, you have to pay the don because no one else is coming.
No one's coming. Yeah.
I mean, for them to keep Gobert in the field, they'll need maybe if they have Mike Conley in his prime, yeah.
True.
And with Donovan Mitchell, then they could probably keep Gobert in the field because they have that so much offensive power, but they don't. So, I mean, it'll be interesting to see. I mean, obviously going to Utah, high altitude. Obviously the crowd ain't there, but it's a tough place to go.
Yeah.
I mean, they have to get creative with it to find a way to keep him on the court when teams do go small.
That's what I'm saying.
He would have to punish them by playing big.
In a 7-game series, like, okay, if you look at the West, what teams do the Utah Jazz you think comfortably beat? Did they beat the Lakers?
No, they don't beat the Lakers.
No.
Clippers.
They could take 2 games out of the Clippers maybe, but they beat them.
Denver.
That could go another 7.
Yeah, that could go for 7.
But at the end of the day, I have more faith in Jokic and Murray slightly more than Donovan.
So
and
that's 3 teams there. Trailblazers.
That could go 6 or 7 as well.
Yeah.
But Jazz win.
I don't know.
I'm not too sure.
You're not sure?
Lillard,
They could.
CJ, Nurkic, Carmelo could still give you sign. They got, what's his name? Covington.
Yeah.
They got the other shooter as well. Oh, I can't remember his name. The defender, 3&D guy. Blazers got guys. If they have everyone fit, I mean, I still think Lillard is a slightly better player than Donovan right now. So
that's 4 teams. Suns.
That could go 6
Yeah.
as well. That could go 6. I don't know if they beat them in the playoffs.
Suns have never, but they haven't been to the playoffs.
Yeah, but now they got Chris Paul.
Chris Paul doesn't win playoff games though.
Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, no,
Couldn't, but then they got Chris Paul and Booker and Ayton, and they got who's that? Who's their wing? The small forward. I like him a lot.
It's this
I should know him because I used them on 2K.
I can't remember what his name is. I know what you're talking about. Is it Miles
Bridges?
Yeah.
He's an excellent player. I
Bridges,
think, you know. I mean, I could see that if that's the first round or second round, I could see that being attack. That's attack series.
Okay, then Golden State. Did they beat Golden State?
They could beat Gordon. They could beat
You
Gordon.
don't think they beat Golden State?
They could, but I don't think so. I think Steph's pulling that right now, man.
Steph can pull it out.
Yeah.
Draymond is a big problem.
Draymond's a big
Draymond will be a
problem.
problem as well for Gobert because they all play small and then
That's what I'm
Gobert.
It's true.
But I would favour Jazz. If I was to be a better man, I would favour Jazz in that.
Okay.
How much you putting on it?
I wouldn't put that much on it, but I would favour Jazz.
Maybe a 20 sheet.
Young Tony.
Yeah.
And then Dallas. They beat. I think
Remember,
they beat.
they got Clarkson as well. He's 6 man in my books right now.
So they beat Dallas.
Did they beat the Mavericks? Oh.
7 games. These guys, you not giving me not that confidence. You said that you believe in them.
I said, do you believe in them?
I don't believe in them. I'm saying they don't beat the.
I think
a
for
lot of
them,
teams.
if they get to the second round and lose to like the Clippers or Lakers,
It's a good season.
Yeah,
Do you
it's
think?
decent, yeah.
Then another question is, how many teams realistically now believe they can win the title?
Realistically,
Yeah,
3.
like it's a disappointment if they don't get to the finals or they don't win.
I thought obviously the 2 LA teams.
2 LA teams, yeah.
Not Clippers, the Nets.
Yeah,
And I
that's
feel
3.
Philly.
Yeah.
And I feel
Philly's funny, yeah, it's crazy.
Bucks. Yeah. I thought the Bucks will be disappointed.
Wow.
I thought the Bucks will be disappointed if they lose to any other team aside from the Nets in the finals in the Eastern Finals. It's the Eastern Conference Final.
Yeah.
So that's only 5 teams that realistically you believe can win.
Me personally, I feel those teams feel they can win.
Yeah.
Or believe in themselves. The other teams, I don't think they truly believe in themselves.
No,
Maybe
no.
they go on a magic carpet run and they might start to garner some belief. But I don't think they, right now as we speak now, I don't think they intrinsically believe in themselves.
The Celtics probably are the one team that are like so disappointing, but they believe that they can win it.
They don't believe.
Nah.
You don't think they believe?
They don't believe.
Fam, them man, before the season, them man were talking a lot. Like
They talk, but they don't. Yeah, but look, guys talk, but can they walk the walk? They
That's
don't
what I'm
actually believe. I mean,
when Smart comes back, then
I could believe that they can believe. If Kemba comes back and starts balling. But then again, when it comes to the playoff, Kemba's a defensive liability. But if he can ball to overcome that defensive
he's got
liability,
injuries, man.
you know what I mean?
His
But
knees are done.
like I said, give Tatum and Brown 2 years. Then you're looking at
looking
both
dope.
wings. You're looking at
dope still.
near MVP talents. So
Yeah,
But
facts.
look at them now, man. If you are a superstar, let's say, your team shouldn't be below. Your team shouldn't be below 500.
ideally,
Yeah.
One superstar, your team shouldn't be below
Yeah,
500.
facts.
especially in the East. Ideally,
Yeah.
but the injuries, the COVID restrictions, a lot of funny stuff is happening. So like, look, Dallas went on a bad run. I think the Blazers went on a bad run early in the season. A lot of stuff happened.
Yeah, but look what the superstars did,
That's what I'm
fam.
saying.
They patterned.
Yeah.
Doncic's patterns, what? They've won 6-1.
Yeah.
And they're still below 500.
They're 500 now. They're right back at 500. These man, when you're a superstar, you got a responsibility where it's like, no, okay, we did what you tried to do.
Yeah.
Now it's on me. Now I have to do it. Like
That's
Doncic
it.
said, it's on me
It's on
now.
me,
No,
yeah.
all of you other guys are doing that rubbish. Calm. No more of that. It's on me. Like, remember Westbrook when he had that season when he was going mad for the Thunder. Like
Triple-double.
he had nothing. It's just him. You have to sometimes you
It's
just have to
true.
force
Yeah,
it.
but Tatum
Harden
Brown-
used to do that as well. Just
Tatum
force
Brown,
it.
they ain't superstars yet.
No, they're not. Yeah.
You don't think so?
No. How many superstars do you think you have in this league? Everyone can't be a
No, but
superstar,
people say not really bad about Tatum. Guys talk about Tatum.
Tatum's
Like
Yeah,
he's-
his time's
He's dope.
coming.
His time's coming.
He's
Yeah.
not a superstar now, though.
So who would you say are superstars then? You guys here, we're here now. Who is a superstar?
If I really want to restrict it, there's probably like 5 or 6. But
Superstars. Oh, yeah.
if I really want to restrict,
Okay, who's a superstar? Tell me.
if I want to measure by the harshest criteria,
Tell me who's the superstars.
obviously nailed on LeBron,
Yeah.
KD.
Yeah.
I'll still give it Steph.
Yeah.
Kawhi's one as well.
Yeah.
That's 4.
That's 4. Those ones are if I really want to be harsh with, those are the nail-on ones.
No Curry.
I said Curry.
Yeah, you said Curry.
Curry.
Yeah.
So you said LeBron, Curry,
Yeah.
KD,
And Kawhi.
They're undeniable ones. But
no Harden.
But no, if I want to get more liberal with it, then guys like Harden coming.
So you're saying Harden's not a superstar?
No, he's not 100% like those guys. Because if you want to define superstars by the highest levels, the guys they're winning finals MVPs or winning MVPs. They get into the finals. Harden hasn't been to the finals.
You're saying there's only 4.
There's 4 nail on. But when guys think of superstar, they think about.
So AD is not a superstar now.
He's not a superstar. So to one with LeBron, maybe ending in the season, maybe if they win it again.
AD, there's even guys like Giannis.
Giannis is not a superstar.
But that's it. I want to be the absolute harshest.
Yeah, if you're being harsh, but I get what you're saying.
But then if you're being harsh, then I think Giannis should be in the conversation. Giannis is
got to the finals yet, bro.
2-time MVP though.
But the playoffs, he's falling apart, G.
Yeah.
They said there's only 4 superstars.
That's the harshest, but by general criteria.
Yeah.
But like I said, other people when they do superstars, they talk about how many shirts you sell, blah blah blah. Who likes how hip you are, just trainer, blah blah blah. That's how people call Kyrie superstar. Kyrie's not a superstar. You know what I mean? He's a very good player, but he's not an actual superstar.
Made a shot of shots.
Yeah, made a shot of shots. He's clutch. He's not a superstar.
He's clutch,
Because when he had his own team, what was he doing? He was doing
Nothing.
He was doing that full.
Nothing.
Taking breaks, blah blah blah, playing with his nose, flying around stage. What was the guy doing? G? You know what I mean? Kyrie, my guy though.
No, yeah, it's my guy.
But yeah, general criteria. You have Harden as well, Giannis, the MVPs.
Yeah.
What else is there?
Doncic
coming, not absolutely.
Yeah, he's loaded.
He's very, very near.
Then you put AD then in that next category.
AD, yeah, you could technically put AD, yeah, because he's won a finals.
Yeah,
But
so you're telling me the next category is MVP? Then that's Westbrook.
Embiid is coming as well.
Westbrook, Harden, and
Westbrook ain't won anymore. He's not at that level anymore.
But he got MVP.
But he's not at that level anymore.
You still got cachet.
No, but that was how many years ago? 3-4 years ago. He's not at that level.
No, once you're a star, you're a star. You get those calls.
He can get he's knocked down from superstar to all-star, or very good player, or excellent player. He's not a superstar anymore. Damian Lillard is around there.
Yeah, Lillard's in that.
Lillard's in that category as well.
Yeah.
The step
PG as well.
No.
I respect PG. Respect PG, man.
That guy could take a walk.
Give some credit. Give him something. How about Jimmy Butler then?
Nah, he's not a superstar.
No.
I mean, he's done really well.
He's dope.
But he's not a superstar yet.
No, not yet.
That's calm, man.
But if he gets to another finals and balls out, then maybe I can start to sway to that way. But
Yeah.
But for me, you have to be winning finals MVPs, winning MVPs, and doing well in the playoffs. You have to be getting to the finals.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
100%.
Or getting to the conference finals consistently. And out of those guys, there's only like 4 or 5 guys in the league. What about you? Who do you call the superstars?
Well, my personal superstar is obviously LeBron. He's a superstar. Harden is a super. I look, LeBron, Harden, KD, Steph, Kawhi. They're the 5 nailed on superstars right now. Okay. That's why I would say is my super. That's why I said when you're not putting Harden in, it's a bit crazy to think, because Harden for about 4 or 5 years they said he's the best offensive player. Some people say he's the best offensive player ever. The tier below is Giannis.
But the playoffs he goes
Giannis,
away.
AD, and those guys. But the thing is, Harden was like, he defined an era. Like, he's one of the people that made the dribble, the pick and pop thing.
He's actually my favorite player. I can't even lie.
Yeah, like guys like Harden. Like even me, I like Harden, man.
Don't get me wrong, I like him, but in the playoffs, doesn't play to that level.
And Harden is the thing is like,
and also also the playoff mishaps, like the way he's falling apart in the playoffs, that sticks with me. The regular season is all well and good, but when it comes to playoffs, when the money's on the line, when the money's on the table, what are you doing for me?
But the thing is, Harden's probably with that Rockets team was the only team that really pushed that Golden State team to the limit. So that's why you have to like. Technically, that was the finals because we knew what they were going to do to Cleveland when they got there. It was that Houston. Obviously, maybe in the finals you don't know what Houston would have done. They probably might have fallen apart anyway. But that Houston Golden State game was like that was a lot, fam. They went to Game 7. That was a proper rivalry. They were going back and forth, fam. So let's give them credit, man. Credit where credit's due.
I can entertain Harden's superstar, but like I said,
not Giannis, because Giannis, he hasn't shown me enough.
Yeah, he hasn't shown me enough. No,
Giannis,
AD, he ain't shown me enough yet. Yeah.
They've given more time. Jokic is there. Jokic showed me a lot last year.
Yeah, Jokic,
He showed me a lot. Dame as well. Dame has shown me, but Dame, for me, I can't overlook that he got swept, fam.
Yeah.
So when you get swept like that, it's embarrassing.
Yeah, it's embarrassing. By the flipping Pelicans.
Yeah, Pelicans, embarrassing.
Embarrassing. Get swept by Golden State in the finals, or maybe the Spurs back in the day. Or just get swept by the Pelicans.
That's embarrassing. Can't even win one.
Yeah, it's embarrassing.
Even Kyrie won one when he was facing the Bucks with the Celtics. He won one game. Come on, win one game, man.
It's crazy.